Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about and show you the cards that have been approved for. Remember that in this channel, what I show you is my business credit journey. I show you everything from a driver's seat perspective, things that I've been experiencing firsthand, things that we have gone through, applications we've put in. So in today's video, we're just going to give you a walkthrough and show you the cars that we've been approved for. So stay tuned, and you're now in the Vertex. Welcome back, you guys. Thank you so much for watching another video from our YouTube channel. So in this video, like I said on the intro, what I wanted to do is just to give you a walkthrough and show you some of the cards that we've been approved for. Probably give you a little backstory as to how we went about applying for these cars, how we got approved, just to give you kind of like a brief backstory on all of them. Again, we're gonna go through some of the cars that we've been approved for here. So let's get right into it. Before we jump in right away, if you can go ahead and grab that subscribe button and click it, just softly click that subscribe button. I will appreciate it, guys. To those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys being part of the community. Again, I want to mention how our Facebook group has been growing tremendously. Our subscribers base has also shot to the moon. I'm really humble with all the support. We've been interacting pretty consistently with you guys via email. You guys have also been jumping on the live stream, so we're trying to stay as active as possible and give you the support that you guys are looking for in terms of building your business credit. So we try to be as active as possible so you can guys absorb and get all the knowledge that we've acquired throughout our business journey. So back to our stack here. There's some cars here that I'm going to skip because I don't think they're pretty relevant to what we're going to talk about today. Again, what we're going to talk about today, I'm going to show you some of the cars that we've been approved for, some of the cars that we've applied for. Again, all we talk about in this channel is our first-hand experience when we apply for business credit. We're not calling anybody randomly on the phone just to give you content. We're actually talking about our experience with our application process. We're not giving you reviews or anything that we haven't applied for. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do that down the line. I could. So I want this channel to be a little different, but from all the channels out there. I want to show you guys, firsthand from my perspective, my experience when I apply for this company. Okay, so that being said, this is a BMW car that I don't think we should talk about that as a BMW Master car. That doesn't apply. This is a BBVA car that does not apply either. It's a BBVA car. This is my business Compass BBVA that also doesn't apply. I'm gonna put it there. Well, this one does apply. This is my Office Depot card. I'm gonna cover here the numbers, but this is our Office Depot card. Let's see if it's a little dark here because the camera is a little far, but this is our Office Depot card. We can either use it when we go into the store or we can order online. We usually order online. This actually was one of my first cards that I applied for, or I should say, one of my first accounts. One of the first trade lines that I applied for. It was this Office Depot card. See if I can cover my eyes so the camera focus. There you go. So this is one of the cards that we apply for. I believe that it was Office Depot first, and then I applied for Quill. So this is one of my oldest account. I remember somebody contacting me from Office Depot. From the get-go, when I started really embarking in my business credit building journey, I've always wanted to really engage with somebody. I like to do things, personal, make things personal, you know what I mean, when I engage in these things. But in any case, one of my first actually accounts is the Office Depot. This one, this is one of the investment accounts that I have. And to be completely honest with you, I don't use this card much, or I have never used it, by the way, this card. This is the I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ameritrade, not the bank though, although the bank is the one who backs up this card. But this is an Ameritrade card because I have a trading account with I have a trading account with Thinkorswim, and Ameritrade is actually the owner of Thinkorswim. So I have a Visa debit card with them. The only one, well, the backstory with this though is that I've had a trading account with Thinkorswim for more than 5 years, I'll say. And when they started, then after I got the account, they started offering a debit card. So this is not a credit card, this is a debit card that allows you to access your funds in the investing account. Next will be the Square. This is a Square debit card that I have. I'm not going to get much into these cards that are not related to the business credit building. This Square card is because I have a merchant account with Square to charge my clients for my other business. So they offer me a debit card, and it's good to have access to these funds that you don't have to do a transfer, then wait for that transfer to clear in your regular business bank account. That makes sense. Now this is a pretty sexy card. This is the Robinhood. This is a Robinhood card. I don't know if you guys can even see. It's pretty sexy. I mean, I know that it's a little dark here. Let me see if I can just put some light in there. But yeah, this is the Robinhood account, and like I said, it's pretty nice, pretty sexy. I have a Robinhood investment account as well, and then they also offer a debit card to access your funds, so that's pretty handy. Okay, I am trying not to spend a lot of time on those investment accounts that have nothing to do with the building business credit. This is another business account. This is a personal credit card. Another personal credit card. You guys know this one, Exxon. Exxon, the backstory, I have probably talked about it. The backstory with Exxon is you guys know that they initially, was it Exxon? No, it wasn't Exxon. Well, Exxon approved me when I applied for it. They approved me for $5,000. Was it $5,000? Yes. So this is Exxon. They approved me for $5,000, and this was my second fleet car credit card. So this was my second. BP was my first, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit. But yeah, BP was my first. I'm wrestling with this thing here. So BP was my first. This was my second. This is the Exxon Mobile. One of the things with Exxon Mobile is that I don't have many gas pumps around here. You know, for Exxon, I really don't have many of them. But this one has come really handy. What I do, I have to drive about 10 15 minutes in order for me to find an Exxon gas station. But nonetheless, I really like it. You can pay with this car at an Exxon gas station, whatever they have. If they have a convenience store, you can pay for the gas, and for the convenience stores, whatever you buy inside to eat, or ice, any of the products they have inside, you can use this car and pay for anything other than gas. You can pay for the gas and anything they have in the convenience store. The other one next is going to be, this is a personal credit card. This is one of my favorite. This is a personal credit card too. This is the Preferred Chase. I think I have there. Yeah, this is a personal credit card, the Preferred Chase. Okay, this is a business PayPal account. This is personal. Well, this is my first fleet car, my first gas car rather. This is a BP. And to be honest, when I applied for it, they requested a deposit from me. So they asked me to put down a deposit, and I put down $500 as a deposit. Now they said that after the 90-day mark, after I use it, then I can request the MasterCard or an unlocked, an unsecure gas card from BP. So I'm just waiting for the 90-day mark so I can go ahead and request the MasterCard that I can use in any gas station. The reason why I wasn't able to use this one a lot is because I have no VPs in my state. In the entire state, there's no VP. You probably guys are familiar with the story, because I had to grab one of these cars, send it to a friend of mine to another state so they can use it, and I can move the car so that I can go ahead and request an increase or an unsecure card with BP. Okay, cool. So now what we have next, this is a debit card. We're gonna stay away from those. This is another credit card, personal credit card. This is a membership card. This is a personal Home Depot card. It's a personal Home Depot card. I think I have $7,500 there. Another personal credit card. This is a Cash App card. This is a Cash App debit card. It's not a credit card. It's a Cash App debit card. This is another credit card, MasterCard. This is my business debit. This is my business debit card. No backstory there. I like this card. This is my PayPal business, and they just changed this card, and mine expired, and they sent me this one, and this is pretty sexy. I think these cars, the Robinhood that I have and this PayPal are, you know, one of those cars that you find really sexy. Here it is. So these two cars, and you know what I've noticed is that all these cars are MasterCard. I mean, majority of them, not all of them. But they, as you can see, they are vertical. This is how they go. But this one, like you can see, is transparent. Has like a very nice green, like a very modern green, and a transparent side on the other side. And this is a PayPal. Okay, now moving on to, this is another Chase debit card. This is an Amex personal credit card too. This is an Amex. This is a Sam's Club membership card. Let's talk about a little bit about the Shell. You guys have seen it before. The Shell Fleet Plus card. I have two. I have one because I have two vehicles. So I have two of these cards. Here's the other one. So there's a backstory with this. I have each one for each vehicle. The backstory with this Shell car is that when I applied, and I wanted this car so badly because I have plenty of Shell gas stations in my state and in my city, and I wanted it so bad. And then they also requested a deposit with this one. And you guys know the backstory is that, you know, because I had that previous relationship with the rep, he suggested that I split a current credit that I had on Exxon Mobile, split it with this card, and that way I didn't have to put down any security, any deposit. So that's exactly what I did. For my Exo Mobile that I had $5,000, what I did is that I took $3,000 from the Exo Mobile because I don't have many of those. So I went ahead and took $3,000 from the Exo Mobile and put it down on the Shell. So now I have $2,000 on the Exo Mobile and I have $3,000 on the Shell. So that's exactly what I did to be able to split the credit between these two cards. So again, guys, what I'm doing is just giving you a walkthrough on the cards that I've been approved for, just showing you the cards. You know, like I said, what I'm trying to do is just keeping the channel on personal experience. You know, all I recommend on the videos, on my videos, you know, all I recommend is my experience with my application process, the vendors that I have applied for. I'll let you know what was my process, where was I at when I applied for that specific vendor. So I'm giving you a walkthrough here for with all the cards that I have. Now let's move on to the Brex car. Now I want you to know that this Brex car, I've heard mixed reviews on this. Okay, I want you to know that I've heard mixed reviews on this car, and I've heard people saying that they were required certain amount of cash in order for them to be approved. I've also heard other people saying that, you know, they were asked that they had to have 150,000, others say 50,000 in their cards to be approved for that. So I think Brex changed their policy, or you know, the rules how they approve for a line of credit. But thankfully I got this one before the change, and I was approved immediately for the Brex. Now you can use it as a charge card. You can use it, have a line of credit with them, and also you can use it as expense. This was my very first expense management tool that I utilized for the business, as well as the credit line that they gave me just to use it for operations. Okay, so moving on to, this is my second Exxon Mobile. Here it is. Let's move on to the infamous 5-star processing. I think sometimes I'm afraid that they're gonna cancel my credit. I had such a bad experience with these people. Customer service is horrible. You don't know who you apply for, if it was 5-star processing or Pavis. It is a business MasterCard, by the way. This is a business unsecured MasterCard. Now, the customer service is another story. It's not the best experience that I had. I had the card for 2 months. I haven't been able to use it. I finally got in contact with Jeff, is his name, from Pavis. He said that I had to call 5-star processing, yada yada yada. So they charge you $100 fee to approve you. I think that you have to make a deposit of $100. I don't understand it. Don't ask me. I never used the card. I don't care much about this card because it would not make any difference in my business. But the truth of the matter is that you can apply for it. Again, you will apply for 5-star processing, but actually the company that is approving the card and everything is Pavis. I think they are the underwriters. Alice Wire and Avidia is the bank. You can see it here. It says Avidia. But the card, it says, is a MasterCard. However, I hope that you have better luck with them. I haven't been so lucky. So I wish you the best. Let's move on to one of my best cards. This is one of my best. This is the Lowe's commercial account. Let me see if I can. Yeah, you guys have seen all these cards. This is the Lowe's Pro Service, actually, the commercial Pro Service credit card. I have $7,500 here. I've used it, plenty from Lowe's. Lowe's, there's a lot of things that you can buy from there, but it's similar to Home Depot though. One of my best cards. When I apply for it, and I've used it for over 3 months already. I've used it for 90 days. I reapply again. No, I didn't reapply. I asked for a credit limit increase, and they say no. They say no because they're saying that I'm not using it enough. Meaning that I don't need a credit limit increase because I'm not utilizing most of the credits. That makes sense to me. But other vendors, after you use the card for about 90 days, they don't care. They just go ahead and extend you the credit. So with Lowe's, I waited about 90 days. I call them up to ask for an increase, and they say no. Well, I'm just happy that I have it. When you are denied, and this is something that Charles, taught me. When you are denied, in my case, I'm going to call them back. I'm going to speak with someone different, a different representative. Remember, when you're denied, or they deny you some kind of request, call back. Don't give up at the first no, because remember, you can get a different rep. You can get a different person that will be in a different mood that day. From the underwriting department, and they can approve you. So never give up. I'm going to keep you guys posted with that. I'm going to call again and see what happens. That is Lowe's. And this is my second. I'll say this is my first. Home Depot is my second, and Lowe's is my third favorite. This is the Business Advantage. The Business Advantage from Best Buy. So I hope you guys can see it there. So this is my favorite. This one has 15,000 in line of credit. It is underwritten by MSTS. So I had some challenges at first with customer service. I was assigned a rep. The rep wasn't as responsive. So when I, call, I connected with somebody else, and then I asked him to please. I asked to be assigned to a different account manager. I love having a dedicated account manager. So whenever I feel I have a question and stuff like that, I feel like I am supported, that someone is there. I don't demand it, but I deserve it. Remember, I'm a client, I'm spending money, so I deserve to have kind of like an account manager that could, assist me whenever I need it. Again, it's not a demand, but I feel that I deserve it because I'm a client. But again, going back to this, my first favorite card, the Best Buy Business Advantage. This one I used quite a bit. I've purchased a lot of equipment. I've purchased about 4 cameras. Yes, 4 cameras with them. And I can show you, let me see if I can show you my account. But I've purchased 4 cameras with them. Let's hop in my account real quick here. So let me show you real quick here my account with Best Buy. So you guys can see how much I was spending with them. And the things that I've ordered. Let me see if I can do that without revealing a lot. I will probably go ahead and conceal certain things. Okay, here's the account. These are the things that I've ordered. So as you can see, the orders I've placed. This is a camera. This is my cell phone, my iPhone Pro Max. And you can see here the amount of dollars that I've spent. So if I go to this order, let me see. It wouldn't show me really what it was. I wish it did. But anyways, that is my account. As you can see, the Best Buy Business Advantage is one of my favorite line of credits that I have. And one of my first. Actually, I was surprised when I was approved. They actually gave me the option to ask for a line of credit. I put 15,000. I could have put more, but that's what I put. I put 15,000, and they approved me for the 15,000. My second favorite, it's the commercial account, a Home Depot commercial account. There you go. I hope you guys can see it. This is a Home Depot commercial account. One of my favorite, just having accounts like that, having accounts like Lowe's and Home Depot and these kinds of accounts, it's definitely a plus having these accounts, okay? These accounts can get you out of a hurry very, very, very fast. Last but not least, I want to go over these. This is the Pilot Flying J cards. These are fuel cards as well. Pretty happy with the approval. I have here $4,000 they approved me for. So I'm looking forward. I haven't used them yet, but I'm looking forward to using this. I love really, the fact that having different options when it comes to gas, fuel cards. Sometimes me and my family, we go away in road trips. And as you guys may or may not know, there are certain gas stations that you may have in one state or one place that you may not have in other places. And it's good to have these fuel cards for cash preservation. So that's something that I always tell you guys, that you can use these lines, trade lines, not only for cash preservation, but also you can use them to build your business credit and eventually access funding, access loans, and then you can either do investment in other things, guys. Remember that you have to diversify your investment so that if something happens to the current investment where you put in your cash, then you have an alternative and you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. But guys, that's all I wanted to say. Again, I wanted to give you a walkthrough on the accounts that we've been approved for, the cars that we have in hand. No reviews, no random reviews about things that we haven't experienced. Could I do that in the future? Yes, probably I could, but I rather, right, as long as I can do this, just give you a review on applications that I've done and experienced myself. I'd rather do that. If I had if I could choose to do it all the time, I will choose doing a review, or from a personal perspective, rather than just showing you a screen a review of something that I will suggest to you that I've never had the experience personally. To each their own. But all I wanted to do really is separate the channel to make it different, just to create different content for you guys. So I know that you guys visit these other channels, but I want you to, when you come here, you get a different kind of content. That's what we're doing. That's what we're looking for. Now, remember, all the suggestions that I do in this channel, while they're from my personal experience, you have to always DYOR. Always do your own research. Also, when you visit these other channels, they're giving you these advices and these suggestions, and they're reviewing something that they haven't experienced firsthand. Do your own research, fact check everything that you see and hear, because not only things are changing constantly with the vendors, but also this person is giving you a review on something they have not experienced firsthand. This is why I encourage you to always do your own research. Even my content that I'm delivering to you from a personal experience, you always have to fact check everything I tell you and do your own research, because like I said, these vendors are constantly changing their rules. They're constantly changing the way they do things. Also, laws and things like that are changing when it comes to credit. So keep yourself informed. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for visiting again the videos. Thank you for subscribing, guys. I greatly appreciate each one of you. I know we're 2,000 now, and it boggles my mind, really. So we are up to 2,000 plus subscribers. It's insane. We're growing so rapidly. We're growing so fast. But I appreciate each one of you. Feel free to leave the comments down below, guys, that regardless of being 1,000, 300, or 15,000, I will always take the time to reply to your comments. Thank you so much for the support, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.